Hello, everyone, and welcome back to NFL Codebreakers. I'm your host, and let's keep on going. So, today we'll be discussing the 49ers and Chiefs' struggles at yesterday's game, and particularly the whole season has been weird. Now, as we look into this, we really want to figure out what are the problems, how we can fix them, and what's going to happen to them in this playoff race, because everything right now is just so crumbled up. Well, you'll find the answers out today. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get started. So let's first start with Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers. So last night, Purdy had his worst statistical output of the season. He threw for 4 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, and 254 yards. These kind of stats are horrible, especially for a guy like Purdy, who this season, in 15 games played, has had a 68.8 completion percentage, over 4,000 yards of passing yards, and a 29 touchdown to 11 interception ring, and only been sacked 28 times. So everyone's been having this argument lately of Purdy versus Lamar. Who's going to win? Well, right now, Purdy's not helping his chances with a 4-interception game. And for somehow, some way, the Niners stayed in because of their defense. And Lamar and the Ravens just capitalized on that. So the once fought Super Bowl preview we thought we were going to see last night, it did not turn out at all. And now we have some questions about the Niners. Like, can they compete against real teams? Is Brock Purdy the guy? And all of these questions are just made because of this game. And I think that Brock Purdy's still a solid average QB, but I don't think he's an MVP. And last night certainly showed that he was not an MVP. I mean, look at this stat. Right now, he has mostly Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk to bail him out. And, another guy stepped up. And when he got injured with a concussion, you saw on the sidelines last night that he was trying to argue with Shanahan to let him back in. But I like Kyle Shanahan's decision. He didn't put him back in, probably for 2 reasons. One, he probably had a concussion that he had before they aggravated in Week 9 against the Cardinals. And second of all, he was having a horrible night. Who wants to put in a quarterback that has 4 interceptions in a game? The game's already over. So they put Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold went well, threw a touchdown, threw a pick. Okay stats for a guy coming off the bench, right? But there are deeper problems with these 49ers right now, and it is just stacked all over. And so now they're in a 3-way tie with themselves, Philadelphia, and Detroit. So the 1 seed is up for grabs. So there's no securing the 1 seed anytime soon. So San Francisco will probably not rest their guys. But on from Brock Purdy, let's move to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. So yesterday was very interesting for Kansas City. They started the game horribly, with Patrick Mahomes fumbling the ball inside their own 10-yard line, and that being returned for a touchdown. And then you have a few drives later, you have Jack Jones intercepting Patrick Mahomes for a pick six. Just very un-Patrick Mahomes characteristic game, And let's see his statistics from ranking, because I'm very interested in what happened. So, of course, he had the interception. So this was his stats. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 27 for 44, 235 yards. Most of us would think, wow, those are average QB stats, right? If we were doing a different. But this is Patrick Mahomes, and he's a superstar, so we don't usually see him have these games ever, right? And with this loss, the Chiefs are now going to come back to 9-6 and are eliminated from the number one seed. So we might potentially see the Chiefs in an away game in the playoff game. There's no doubt in my mind that they go and they make the playoffs, right? That was already foregone conclusion in March before the season even started. But it's getting more and more likely that we won't see the Chiefs in an AFC Championship game, and less likely that we'll see them in their own stadium, Arrowhead. And credit to the Raiders, they went in there with Aiden O'Connell is 9 for 2162 yards, and they relied on the rushing game. They spread the ball out more, and Kansas City just looked frustrated. Patrick Mahomes was yelling at his offensive line at one point in the game. Travis Kelce slammed his helmet. So this is not a typical Chiefs season as you would expect. And it's very sad for all Chiefs fans out there because we were expecting so much more, right? And we're not getting that. So it's hard right now. And Patrick Mahomes is doing everything he can. And the Kansas City, like I said, they lead the league in drops by 36. 36 drops this season. All right? They are 10 shy away from an NFL record. 2 more games to go. And if you look in the AFC standings, Baltimore is currently in first place. They already clinched. Miami's already in second place. They clinched. And then the rest haven't clinched. So Kansas City, I see right now, they stay as themselves in the 3rd seed. Well, thank you guys for joining today. I really, really appreciate it. And like and subscribe at the bottom. And next time we'll be talking about the Bill Belichick era and how it is getting destroyed by Mac Jones and company.